Hey, hi, hello. My name's Ed. This is Trace Complete, and we are here today to talk about something completely different. And that shouldn't be a shock if you've looked at the handy dandy video title, because I wanted to talk today about a microphone. A microphone named, hold on a second, the Synco D2. A name so generic I had to literally go look it up right there, and that wasn't a bit. But it's a fantastic microphone, and that's why I wanted to talk about it because this thing deserves some love. A little bit of a backstory on how I found it. I was watching Mike Delgadio's Booth Junkies channel, and he mentioned that it is a lot like the Sennheiser MKH416. Now, I've borrowed one of those from a friend before, and I really like the sound of it. It works very well with my voice as like a close-up mic. Booth Junkies more for voiceovers, but I like it for just doing something like this, just like a spoken thing. So I picked one up, and yeah, it lives up to the hype. This thing is amazing. You could turn this video off right now and go click that link down below. It is not an affiliate link because I have a day job. And yeah, this thing's just great. So, a little bit of background. I mostly do live video. I mostly do video for. Sorry, gotta wiggle that mouse. I mostly do video for fighting game tournaments where I come in with a bunch of gear, I go set up in a corner somewhere, and we stream the tournament. We get a bunch of different computers, we do all sorts of cool switching and all that sort of nonsense. But in doing so, I've had to sort of pick gear that worked really well with that setup because, like, for example, my microphones are mostly headsets. I mostly own like Audio Technica BPHS headsets because they have good off-axis rejection and they sound good enough. They're clear. I would never use one here though in this studio. Like I've said in another video, this is where I do day job stuff, but it's also the engineering station, and herein you see that the proximity effects on this thing are positively dangerous. Um, but yeah, like the studio's over there, and sometimes I'm going to need to be able to do overhead mics because like people don't like lavs, stuff like that. Anyway, where was I? Sennheisers are awesome, but so is this thing. And this thing cost one quarter what a Sennheiser MKH416 does. Those retail around $9.99, and this thing is like $249. I got mine for 10% off because of like some Amazon deal. The main reason I wanted to do this video is to give people who have a deeper voice like me a little bit of a taste of what this microphone sounds like, because as much as I like podcastage, Bandrew does some really amazing work. His voice is much higher than mine, and so every time I've bought a microphone based on his recommendation, I've usually returned it because while it works really well with his register, it doesn't work so well with mine. This microphone does work really well with mine, and I figured some people should know about it. I'm not going to do any super scientific tests because, frankly, that takes effort, and I just wanted to talk about a cool microphone. But I will lean back a little bit to give you an idea of what it would sound like in different environments. Well, not different environments, different ranges. Because right now I have it, I don't know, 3.5, 4 inches away, maybe a little more from my mouth, as I'm speaking at not quite a conversational volume, but I'm not really projecting or anything like that. But to use this as like a out out of frame boom mic, I don't know. You're probably more like 8 to 10 inches away. I've tried it. I stuck it up there for a bit. I realized that I'd rather have it in frame, although it is kind of distracting that I managed to position it exactly in a shadow because I'm very talented. Um, but yeah, like I'm going to slide back to about 10 inches and let you hear what it sounds like at that point. And then I'm going to slide back a little further and show you where the microphone starts to really fall off. So let's just see if I can do this in one take by incredibly professionally sliding my chair backwards. All right. So I'm like 10 inches away, maybe a little more. And like I think the microphone still sounds fine at this range. It's when I lean back a little further and get out to about 14, 15, 16 inches that I think the microphone really falls off. This room isn't the most treated room in the world, so it is getting some bounce. But also, like there's treatment on the ceiling above, there's treatment on the wall behind, and it just doesn't sound great. maybe you can do some EQ magic, but like you don't really want to use a shotgun at that range anyway. Anyway, let me just slide back. The one thing that I would like to note about this microphone, aside isn't a word. Aside from the fact that it sounds awesome, is that the accessory quality is a land of contrasts. So this guy right here, this Synco D2 carrying case, I mean, it's as good as anything you see out of like MXL. You might hope for better because, an MXL might cost $70 and this costs $250, but it's good enough, right? Like when I'm not using it, I will throw the microphone back in this thing and toss it into the gear closet, whatever. What does kind of suck and what you should be aware of is the other accessories. So it comes with a small pigtail XLR. Mine arrived broken. I don't care. I've got a ton of them, but it might matter to you. And the other really important thing to be aware of is that the clip that it uses is hot garbage. Like, I'm using it right now because I don't have a good shock mount for this thing. I'm not cool enough to already own a Rycote Lyre. But the microphone, the clip is really hard to get the microphone into. It's got plastic threading on the inside, so it kind of, I expect it will disintegrate in pretty short order. It's just not very good. But the microphone's great. So if you're going to buy this microphone, just spend the extra $20 on a halfway decent shock mount, or even just a little bit on a better clip for the thing. It's a standard size. Anyway, that's all I've got for you. You can check this microphone out with the link in the description below. It is not an affiliate link because I have a day job. Yeah, and that'll do it. Like, if this was cool, if I should do more dumb stuff like this, please let me know. If you like this microphone, if you think it sounds like hell on my voice, I think you're wrong, but that's okay. Please let me know in the comments down below. And feel free to, while you're at it, poke that subscribe button. A guy needs some engagement with his brand sometimes, ironic or otherwise. And I don't know, maybe I'll do some fun stuff. Anyway, thank you for watching. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll catch you later. See ya.